Hi, how's it going? It's me, Lisa. Thought I'd pop in here and talk to you about healing your trauma. I'm just going to get right to the point. We all have things that happen to us in our life that are not fun. And those things, in my experience, we tend to just shove down in some far, dark, reaches corner of our body and leave it there. Just seems easier that way. But then, when you start to wake up and you realize that your body, your emotional body, wants to heal. What is there to heal? And your emotional body says to you, all that shit that you haven't paid attention to in a long time. Okay, so that would be the trauma. That would be all the crap that was poured over me all these years. And for me, it was like from age 4 and 5, maybe all the way up until maybe 50, something like that. So I had a lot of trauma. And I'm smiling because I've worked past it. And any more of it that does come, I will be okay with it. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. Is that it's not that horrifying experience. For me, and many others before me, because I've read their stories, it's an experience that brings you great comfort, great understanding of yourself and how you personally deal with life issues. When something happens to us, whatever age it is, and we don't like it, we tend to, in my experience, for me and those I know around me, tend to just shove it down in the far corners that are dark, so we don't ever have to look at it, because we don't like it. And I don't like what happened, and I'm not going to talk about it, so don't bring it up ever again. And inside your body, that energy is going, please, I don't want to be here. I'm stuck. And I'm going to cause you pain somewhere in your body until you realize that I want to be released energetically. An emotional release. That's where shadow work comes in. Healing your trauma comes in. Inviting your trauma to come into your little brain, touch your heart, so you can see it, feel it, understand it. Thank it for being there, because you now understand it, and then you release it. You just say, bye-bye, I don't need you anymore. You are not for my highest and greatest good. It's called transmuting. Alchemy, really. It's personal, energetic alchemy. Some people have really deep wounds. And some people just have some wounds. For me, as a Scorpio, I do believe my wounds are very deep. Especially the ones from childhood, because I was just a kid without anyone to protect me. And lots of us have that. I was born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s. Those are the times when you drank water from the hose, run around outside barefoot, you lay in the grass and you look at the stars, barely watch TV, because there really wasn't TV. You know, you watched your grandparents can their goods, and I rode horses. I mean, I loved swimming. My mom sent us to swimming lessons. Yeah, I mean, 70s seemed to be pretty awesome. But within that comes the times when the children aren't being really fully cared for, paying attention to. It's understandable. The adults got stuff to do. And they just hope that the kids are disciplined enough that they're going to be good. So, you know, this releasing I just said, when you actually choose to do shadow work, do your trauma healing, your trauma release, as I said before, everything is energy. Energy can be moved. And the one thing I've learned is that our trauma, our pain, our shadows is stuck energy. And when I said, you know, invite it up to be felt and seen and all that stuff, because it's energy, it wants to be moved. And really, literally, the way to do that is to open up your heart, because you want to heal. You know, you're not just doing shadow work because of the fact that, oh, God, I'm going to do shadow. No, you want to feel better. You want to heal your whole self. And when you're inviting it to come into your awareness, you're taking that stuck energy and you're allowing it to come to the forefront, and you're giving it love because it's a piece of you that's been stuck, hidden, and you're intentionally bringing it to the surface. Like if you were a child, it's one of those childhood wounds, you are bringing up that little inner child of yours, that little child, and you're saying, you're worthy enough to be paid attention to. Yeah, it fucking sucked. Big time. But I want us to be free of this. God is all powerful. This stuff works, and it's out there to do. So that's why I'm speaking about it. It's something that really you don't hear in any other kind of places but spiritual stuff. It's not something that, I mean, you should, if you feel like you should seek therapy if you don't want to do this alone. And I'm also saying that you, as an individual, are strong enough to do whatever you want to do on your own, because the kingdom's within. That's where the strength is. And when you invite, in my experience, this is all my experience from learning, when you invite it up and you go into the feelings that it brings up, at that point in time, most likely you're feeling some icky, shitty stuff. But also, at that point in time, you are being the director of your world, of your true whole self, and you are saying, guess what? We've now connected. I don't have to feel this, because I already did. And I'm opening up this door for you to just release, go, fly away, be transmuted. That happens. That really, truly happens. That's how that works. Energy in motion. It's all love. And when I mentioned thanking it, that's because right there, in that moment, you have shown yourself that you understand that now. You understand why you just did all that. It taught you something valuable about your inner strength. It really is a glorious thing to realize that you can heal the ties that bind, release them, drop those chains, every gosh darn one of them. Because for me, in my experience, I can guarantee I, and many others that came before me, feel the weight lifted off. Feel the excitement in the body, because it's one less ick that's there. It's a fact. You can't change that. You are consciously, intentionally releasing something that doesn't want to be there. And you're healing. I don't know, millions, I'll just say thousands, hundreds of thousands of people do this. And that more and more people are doing this because they're realizing that they heal from it. It helps them to, we're all in the wake up, well, everybody, whoever, we're all wanting to raise our vibration. And one surefire way of doing that is releasing that stuck energy. You clicked on this video because you wanted to. And hopefully you've seen me before and you realize, this has got a few things going on that, she's here to offer her truth so you can know that what she's gone through and healed and learned, you can too. The people that caused my pain, my trauma, I've learned something about them. As a child, I envisioned them as a little 3-foot person. They went through their own horrific trauma. They themselves, the person that caused me shit, as a little child, they went through trauma. And they do not realize that that trauma has messed them up. That's my realization. That's how I learned that I had the ability to forgive all those beautiful souls that lost their way, that I would usually call them a dirty, rotten, but I understand now. They are also children of the light. I don't say that lightly. We all are here to find our way home. And I'm telling you, some of the stuff that happened to me shouldn't happen to anybody. But I have found that deep, deep understanding through love, through Father God, and trusting that that human being went through so much shit as a child, and they have no idea it's affecting them. No clue. For me doing shadow work and trying to learn to understand and forgive and to release, I personally had to go that deep. Because in order for us to heal ourselves and find forgiveness in anything, we must learn, understand, feel how to forgive someone who messed us up. So I offer that little bit of information because I've searched my brain data bank. And really, truly, the only way that I can see to find forgiveness for someone who caused such horrific pain to me is to see them as a child, having the exact same thing done to them. And I love kids. I love kids a lot. And, you know, I volunteered for like 12 years at my kids' grade school because I didn't want to be, I love my kids. I wanted to be around my kids as much as possible. I didn't ever want them to go to school, but they had to. But I love kids. And so that person who was really horrible to me, I see them as that little kid. And I just can't help myself but to forgive them because that's good to do. It's God flowing in and through me that helps me find the forgiveness for them. Forgiving them helps me to forgive myself in whatever shape or form. Finding forgiveness for people who've done you wrong is really good medicine. Understanding deeply within your heart that they got messed up so badly as a little child also. And then I'm grateful for the fact that I've came to that understanding, came to that realization. I allowed myself to understand that. And that is exactly what has helped me to heal my wounds. Not all of them, because there's a few more that's popped up. When I started doing shadow work a few years ago, I was open to it. I'm like, bring it on. Because I don't know what's in here. I have no clue. I just start writing. I was like, I'm ready. You know, somehow, some way, give me some information so I can start working with it. And interesting enough, at night, there's that space where, you know, you're awake and then there's sleep. But right in between there is that little space where you are almost asleep. It's more like the meditative space that you're in. And where your brain is just chill and you're just relaxed and you're open. Well, memories start coming to me about when I was a little kid. And they were just of me running and hiding, finding places to run and hide. And it was many, many, many different places. This was like a 4-year period during the summer. Little glimpses of things. And it started as me, and they started as me being a little child. And then older, and then finally I think a teenager, and I literally had to go, you know, freaking go like 5 miles away from my home. It's a crazy story, but, and so I've been very grateful for all those, because I still don't know why I was running away and hiding and staying gone all day long, waiting for my mom's car to drive by so she can pick me up. I never told her what was going on. What are you doing down here, honey? This is the 4th time you've been down here this week. It's like, I just went for a walk and here you are. Take me home. I never said a word to anybody about anything. Still haven't. What I'm trying to get at is that since I started doing that, it seemed like every 3 or 4, 5 or 6 months, to be a space of time, and more memories of that situation would come to me. And it's still happening. Just 2 nights ago, I had another tiny little snippet of that. And I'm not sure when the full memory is going to come, but that's just how my soul, the whole entire universal energy of love that flows in and through me is helping me to heal. I told him today I'm ready. Just give it all to me. I'm ready. Because I remember some stuff. I've seen things. I've seen things. So, whatever could happen to me, I am ready for. I want to... I'm sharing this because this is just part of the process of finding your authentic self, is to allow yourself the freedom in and through love, Father God, flowing in and through you. Allow yourself the freedom to just write. Just start writing. Something will come to you because that's how they do it. They see you're taking action towards something, they as in spirit, the divine. They see you taking action towards something that you want to heal. And they lovingly will give you what your soul needs to have. Your soul gives you what your soul needs to have healed. I don't know who's directing what. I just know the whole divine, in and through all of us, is helping us. Especially when we show them we are going forward in that. It's action on your own life. Yeah. Okay. So. Have a great day. I'm thinking about some more to add, but now I'm going to put that in a different video because I just don't want this to be long and drawn out. I just want you to enjoy this little clip of how much love I have for you. Have a really great day. Thank you so much for listening. I'm believing that this is going to land good. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.